Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to all my lovely judges and my fellow viewers. My name is Alipa Usnaida Binti Mohd Adnan, and today I would like to talk about my most favorite book series of all time. The title of this book is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This book contains 370 pages and it was published by Hot Kids Books publication. This book also contains genres of fantasy, political, and also a dynamic between the heroine and hero. So, without further ado, let's get started. This story begins with our main character Jude, a normal human girl kidnapped by the fairy court. After the last decade, she has been raised by him as the daughter amongst the Fae, along with her twin human sister, Taryn, and also her half-fairy sister, Vivi. Our main character, Jude, has very deeply conflicted feelings about the fairy world, both traumatized about the events that brought her there and also yearning for a proper belong. Her dream is also to earn a place in a court as the knight, but at that time, it was quashed by her stepfather. She was then suddenly recruited as the spy for the heir of the throne, and it get all mixed up in the royal scheming and also intrigue the fairy court. This story continues as Jude trains with Dine's other network spies and continue doing her mission against Dine's brother and also a rival, Prince Pelican, until a major incident happened at the midpoint and changes the balances of power and also Jude's role within it. To sum it up, this part contains a lot of sneaking around the palaces, pretending to be a servant, eavesdropping, reading private papers, learning how to make a poisons, and even learning how to make the assassination work. Moving on, in my opinion, one of the book's strengths is that the fact that it handled Jude's deeply conflicted feelings about the fairy world and the human world. As a mere mortal, Jude is basically the second-class citizen in the fairy. However, she no longer remembers the human world and no longer belongs there either. Holly Black, the author of this book, portrayed the human's world through Jude's eyes. Rancid, foreign, and bizarre. Not only that, we also can feel her visceral sense of alienation. Moreover, my favorite things that I like from this book is that there are a lot of set of unique characters that made it an overall enjoyable to read, leaving you the sense that you only know the character just by the surface. For example, there is this one most popular character named Carden. He is basically portrayed as the mean elite fairy prince, but he's actually has a lot more going for him despite love to torture the others. Furthermore, there are lots of lessons for readers to really inspired by. For example, we shouldn't judge the book by its cover. Besides, we also should need to learn how to control our greed. Overall, I really enjoyed reading this book as I found it very interesting and fun to watch the plot twisted, and also I would love to recommend it to all readers out there who loves young adult fantasies book series. I also suggest you guys to pick up and continue their sequel as it was as amazing as the first book. That's all. Thank you very much and goodbye.